Julie in Santa Clara, California.
Oh, I didn't realize I was next. Hi.
Hi.
I just was calling in. I know that you've had a lot of atheist callers today, and I wouldn't say I'm 100% atheist. I still have a lot of questions and a lot of doubts, whatever. But I am a scientist, and lately I've come under fire a lot about either talking to my theist friends and questioning what they're saying, but coming at it from a science point of view when they start talking about either evolution or
Welcome to our world.
yeah, seriously.
No, there's a lot of ugly stuff that goes on, and the theists often don't play fair, and they often play in kind of a very emotional terrain, and they often feel very threatened by facts or this is the evidence or questions even. And this is the foundation of science, right? It's asking questions, looking at the evidence, and following it where it leads. And that's very threatening to someone who has come to their conclusion first and wants the evidence to fit that. And there is a real art to it. I know of a professor here at UT, University of Texas, who is an atheist and teaches biology. So he's right in the middle of that, and he's adopted a very, very sublime approach. I wish I knew it well enough to explain it to you, but I would just want to, I guess, say that he spent a lot of time thinking about how to present these things in such a way that gets people to ask questions and do science rather than feel threatened emotionally. And that's a very difficult thing to do. I hope that you are able to invest the time and energy to do that, because we need a lot more people to do that, right? We need to get the word of science out there. We need to educate people as to what the nature of reality is, and we need to break down these barriers and at least get the science across. It doesn't have to be, attacking religion, and shouldn't be in a public school setting, right? But it's important for you to maybe chat up some other colleagues that have this sort of problem. But what sorts of things are you facing? Maybe some of the folks in our audience would be interested in hearing.
Well, there have been a couple of things lately. I know a lot of, first of all, a lot of my friends are kind of getting on this. When I debate very logically. I give a lot of facts.
So in what sort of context are you debating? Is this like...
First of all, I'm a planetary scientist. I'm a PhD chemist. So, I start talking about how you can prove like certain ages of things, or certain, that the Earth is a certain amount, a certain age, or how evolution works, et cetera. Because part of my education was on how did cells form in the first place? How did we evolve from there? And they do start saying, oh, well, you've gotten arrogant as you're a PhD now, so you're arrogant.
Well, there is this mantra here in the United States where don't go to college because you'll lose your faith, and right. It's the sort of it's the anti-intellectualism that we have going on in our cultures.
You're elitist.
Yeah, you're elitist. Yeah, it's sad. It's very sad. So,
yeah, that's happened to me a lot. And another colleague of mine, where I work, he just gave this. In fact, I saw him post this on like Facebook or something, that he was giving a presentation about how religion in his science. But then again, if I had done the exact opposite, I probably would have kind of gotten torn apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though, I have friends who are in my same field. I'm a space scientist who believe Carl Sagan was not an atheist, and you just kind of have to laugh at them and go, okay, well, maybe you should read a little bit more.